interesting as far as mirror matches go. I mean, I say that after we've just seen an awesome Lee Sin mirror match. But we are going to see Kennen, Quinn, Cassiopeia, Draven out. So right now, the Yeti is still around.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No. Wait, Shy's got a smile on his face here. He's like, all right, man, Jason. Oh, my gosh.
They're going to go.
They leave it open. They are taunting each other.
This will be the saddest 1v1, I think.
It's not sad.
We may have a 40-minute 1v1, ladies and gentlemen.
It will consume 100 creeps, and we will have a victor. Unless Shy, are you kidding me?
Shy's
not going to.
Shy's baited him, I think. Yeah.
Really?
Surely Soaz knows that though. Surely Soaz are going to realize, right?
There's no lock.
Like, there's a healing debuff on Varus' E if he wants to like try to get it while he's
every time you consume. You never know when he's gonna though.
He didn't even go.
Ooh. Wow.
Dunk
There's
master.
a mind game going on here.
Dunk master flex from Soaz.
He thinks Shy is trying to get a Nunu mirror matchup, so he picked Darius because he could beat Nunu straight up in the lane. But neither of these guys are going Nunu.
This is Vayne would be very good for Darius, but Varus.
This is fun.
A little more dangerous. Shy taking all the time he has, and looks like he wants to use that last 30 seconds.
Yeah, and rightly so. You know, we've already seen Koreans winning in 2 of our skill matchups already. This could be number 3 for Shy.
Yeah, they've been on fire. People say the Koreans had a huge amount of individual skill, and even though this is just for fun and it's 1v1s, 3 out of 3 ain't bad so far.
Let's be honest, it's never just for fun. Everyone wants to win. This is like top lane against top lane. I want to be the master. I want to be the official master, which is, but I guess this is as close as you can really get to saying that. And we are going to see then that Varus locked in for Shy, so it's going to be Darius versus Varus.
I feel like Varus has a huge edge up in this one. It's going to be really, really difficult for Darius to even get in range for an apprehend, because the pull is actually 550 range, whereas the auto attack is 575. So if he keeps his distance just right, he's never going to get hit by that.
We'll have to see how they decide to play it. Also, you're saying apprehend, that's a super high cooldown, so he's only going to be able to do that a few times.
Yeah.
If Shy knows he has a 24-second window to mess around, farm, and do damage, then it's going to be pretty bad coming in for Soaz.
And I wonder who's feeling the most confident. It has to be Shy from that one. As we said, lots of mind games coming down. Shy leaving Nunu open. Soaz hovering over it and thinking, well, has he done that because he wants Nunu? Is he doing that because he's got the counter for Nunu? Why is he going to go down? In the end, we end up with the Darius and with the Varus. And Soaz is checking it out at home. I'm going to be doing a dance.
All right, we are on to the Magma Chamber. Soaz versus Shy for the top lane matchup.
And again, we see the Red Elixir versus Dorn's Blade. The Red Elixir's been winning out in most of these cases, but that's when they actually get to fighting. I don't know if Shy's going to let himself get engaged on by Soaz.
I can't imagine that he'd let that happen.
Soaz, yep, hanging back for a pot. And they're going to return, not even return, head to lane for this battle. The top laners now picking a regular top laner for Soaz and the AD carry for Shy as we move in.
Now we already see the first attacks being exchanged. Shy throwing out the hail of arrows, and Soaz going to try and zone him out here, but that's exactly the point that Jack makes here. Look at that. Look at the damage that he takes already.
Yeah, I mean, he got 1 decimate onto Shy, so the bleed got him for a little bit, but there is 4% lifesteal on Shy, plus the Dorn start. So look at how much Soaz just said, man, that sucked. I'm going back to base to heal.
Actually grabbing 2 mana pots to come in here, and he's going to head back to lane. Also, every time he just spins, he's pushing the lanes, giving Shy the ability to farm, the ability to do just that damage, just right-click damage.
And look at the summoner spells, too, because Shy brought Flash, which means he's really just making sure that even if he gets caught that one time by Soaz, he wants to get out of there. So he's definitely going for the long win rather than an engagement in this matchup.
Oh,
he pulled him in the turret!
Under the turret, Shy goes, and this is a chance for Soaz here now. He's going to be going into this one, but can he finish it off? Shy going to be bleeding down. Is he going to be able to do the damage that he needs to do? Shy turning things around. Doesn't go after him, though.
Got him down to about 60 health, so if he would have been able to land 1 more auto attack during that entire combo, this would be already over. We would have another 2-minute matchup, but this is getting real tense here. Shy could potentially flash for a kill. Knowing Soaz has barrier, it's a bit dangerous, though.
That last play was just edge of the seat. If Shy had gone back, he had a 3 blight proc, but Soaz was in his head. He says, I know your cooldown's up. And he kind of gives himself an upper hand here, as now he forces Shy to go back.
And Shy knows how far up he is in minions, too. It's 17 to 8, and He should not have been there to get pulled into the turret. That was a big mistake, and he didn't actually even have to burn his flash, so he's still probably feeling more cautious but confident.
Farm obviously going to be a big part of this one, even if you're planning on, now I've got to kill him. There's not really much of a chance that I can actually win this by minion or turret kills. You've still got to keep up with the minions just for that chance then that could happen for you.
And if you let the lead get too big, you really just take the play out of the game, because the other guy can just know you're going to try to all in him and force you into really bad situations. So he did keep it pretty close there. Didn't realize the size of the minion wave when Shy was forced back. So Shy's got to play it a bit more smartly here, since I think he has the blind pick edge.
Seeing what Soaz can pull off as they both return to lane now. 2 Dorans coming in for Shy. Soaz looking to get in range. There's the Blight proc coming out, and it looks like Soaz forced back under the turret again. More poke damage coming for Shy.
Ouch. I mean, that's just half health before he can even close the distance even more. Shy's really good at just, some people call it orb walking. I like to call it attack moving,
right,
even though we already have another term for attack move. It's when you move in between attacks so Soaz can never close the distance to you. He does it a lot on Rise as well with his spell cast, and he's been practicing that, so he's showing his mechanics here in this 1v1.
Looking strong, 7, 8 CS in the lead of this one. As Soaz again going back home. We saw that, stacking up the Blight, proccing it, throws in the snipe as well at the end. So that's half of Soaz's health gone from going back home, coming back into the lane. He can't afford to let that constantly happen to him and miss CS on the turret like that.
A level advantage now as well.
Oh, he's actually going to pull Shy back in here, but there was a minion to help him out. But he's going to keep chasing down here. As we said, Shy does have a level out over him. It's all about the damage that he can do. Shy actually going back into this one. This could be dangerous. There's a turret here. Soaz in all kinds of trouble now. Using the barrier, and he's going to get the first blood. What a move from Soaz. Baits it in perfectly, and he picks up the victory.
And Shy never got to use his flash.
Oh my god, that was a max range Q from him. He got all the damage he needed, and you could see it took Shy by surprise. He instantly just dropped hand to head with both of these guys. Shaking